Hi everyone, today I wanted to read to you something that I wrote here in my journal. And this journal entry is simply a personal reflection on some lines written by Taylor Coleridge. So before I read this journal entry to you, I wanted to show it to you. There it is. And I will go ahead and read that aloud to you now. Here it goes. Saturday, April 26th, 2025. Work without hope draws nectar in a sieve, and hope without an object cannot live. And those lines are by Taylor Coleridge, and they come from his poem which is titled Work Without Hope. There was a time when I thought that hard work alone would be enough. That if I just kept moving, kept grinding, I would eventually arrive at the life I had dreamed about since I was young. And for a while it looked like I was on that path. 3 years into medical school, deep in the trenches, believing that all the sacrifice would someday make sense. But life has a way of humbling you. At the end of my 3rd year, I failed out of my osteopathic medical program. I lost everything I had been working toward, or at least it felt that way. For a long time, I carried shame. I questioned my worth. I wondered if all the effort, all the pain, had been wasted. I kept working because that is what I knew how to do, but I was moving without hope, like Coleridge says, trying to draw nectar from a sieve, empty, exhausted, underestimated, and yet somehow the ember inside me did not die. I found myself drawn to new forms of healing, nursing, literature, philosophy, art, not because I had given up on being a physician, but because I was learning to heal myself first. I was learning that true inspiration is not just about climbing a ladder. It is about remembering why you climbed in the first place. It is about letting your heart be broken and still believing it is worth loving this world enough to serve it. Today, I am in nursing school and I am applying to medical school again because the dream never died, because I understand now that both my hands and my heart are part of the same calling, because I have learned that hope and action are the 2 wings of the soul. And even when one wing faltered, the other kept me alive long enough to rise again. And maybe that is what an inspired life really is. Not one where everything goes right, but one where even in the darkest nights, you find yourself still reaching for the light. And if you are carrying a broken dream today or tonight, I just want you to know the fact that you still care, that you still hope, that you still fight, means that your wings are still there, and they will carry you home. Thank you so much for listening.